Yo.
Yo, Ash, what's good? How are
Yo,
you?
what's up? What's going on?
Can't complain. Yo, listen, I have a question for you.
What's going on? I'm here.
You know what? Nah. Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Nah, let's talk about it.
You know what? Let's talk about it.
That's crazy.
Let's talk about it. Welcome to Let's talk about it. I'm your host, Ashley D. I'm here with my host, and today I have two special guests coming straight out of Middletown, New York.
Big 845.
I got the CEO and his partner of Big Business Music Group and World Changer Entertainment. Y'all give it up for Mr. Business and Mr. Source God. What is going on?
Welcome.
What up?
How y'all doing? Welcome.
Great.
Y'all good?
Everything
Absolutely.
is ragu.
Thank y'all for coming.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
When I say what's spilling, that's how I say what's up.
What's up? What's
Them
spilling?
sauce stuff. I say what's up.
Hold on,
yeah.
you said everything ragu?
Yeah, everything ragu.
That-
That Prego sauce.
Prego's a little different. Prego's good too. Prego's like more like means like peace, but it's not Prego. It's like Praygo. Like I pray you go on and have a great day. I pray you go on and be successful. I pray you go on and have a great relationship. I pray you talk sauce. Yeah, that's what we do.
Oh, that's the sauce.
Sauce God. I'll
That's
tell you about
right.
Sauce Nation. That's why I'm called Sauce God. I'm the creator of Sauce Nation. But,
Source Nation. What's up? How y'all doing today? So
we doing great.
I see that you the CEO and you the partner. Big business.
Big Business Music
World
Group.
Changer.
Yeah, it's Big Business Music Group, and I'm Mr. All Business.
Okay.
Yeah,
So all you do is talk business.
all I do is do business all the time,
And it
But
sounds like they
in-
changing the world.
in a very big way. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
World
big up to
Changer.
World Changer
It's World
Entertainment.
Changer. Is Big Business Music Group, and then we got Source Nation. It's the conglomerate of individuals who know their worth.
Okay.
So y'all like the United Nations of just moving shit.
Absolutely.
It's a movement, y'all.
Absolutely.
Heard y'all.
And it's funny how we all came from, like, you know the struggles that we came from, and then we all collaborated to do what we're doing now.
Well, what made y'all want to start these businesses?
The love and the passion of what we love to do. You know what I mean? It's all about music, but we learned, like, I learned how to monetize the music. It's the business behind it that I learned how to definitely monetize. Seeing all my brothers with this talent and not being able to take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
being able to do that in
Got
a real
it.
big way.
Respect
is,
to you.
You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
fire.
And like you said, coming from the struggle, so like us being in the street back when we was younger, making the wrong decisions, doing the things we were doing, having like what we thought was success in that, lifestyle. Then, hitting rock bottom, going to prison, like all of us did. We all did, and then we got come home. Some of us went back and forth, created stronger bonds, and through life we still, still tight. And me, him, and
All
the
separate
other
journeys, but they all
and we
intertwined.
still intertwined, and then we all have our own three entities, and we just putting them together. So I'm
So
like
it's
Sauce
three,
Nation.
y'all.
There's three of us.
It's
My
three,
partner
but
wasn't
World
able to
Changer.
make it.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
That's the World Changers. That's the big up to them, and
They in
they're
Brooklyn.
from Brooklyn.
Shout out to
out
the
in
World
Brooklyn.
Changers.
Where they at in Brooklyn? That's
Yeah, in Canarsie.
Canarsie.
From Brooklyn
Okay.
Project.
Okay.
Yeah, facts.
Mm-hmm.
Big up to them, Knicks.
Where
New
you
York
guys
Knicks.
are now in your life, do you think that you're a product of your environment?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
think
of course.
so?
Yeah. But you don't have to be
But-
stuck there. That's where we come.
Okay.
We want to spend a lot of
Talk
attention
about it.
on.
Yeah.
You can't be stuck there.
Nah,
but I'm going to let him go ahead
I
because
ain't
I've been
stuck,
saying
but
that.
I mean-
No
We got to be stuck.
complacency.
We like to be stuck in the transition, like that process. 'Cause a lot of people like to run from that.
Okay.
But you know what I mean. But we learn how to make sure that we take that time to absorb that and then take that energy and project that to the world.
So you learned the lesson.
What?
Absolutely.
Super,
Okay.
super lessons.
They learn from
That's
their
how it
journey.
comes. So it's like before. So like to answer your question about product environment, I say yes to that to an extent of, I mean, obviously our likes. I mean, I'm a black man, in America. I'm born and raised in Queens. I'm moved
South
upstate.
side, Queens, get the
I'm
money.
from Flushing. I'm from Flushing. But I might have family all over
Flushing.
Francis Lewis,
Yeah.
Springfield, but I'm from Flushing,
He's
Center
from Flushing.
Boulevard.
I'm from
Okay.
West
Then I
Flushing.
moved to Middletown as a young teenager. Then I moved back to the Bronx. I was in the Bronx for like 4 years. Then back. Then I was in prison like for the duration of that. So I really was in Middletown for like sporadic years.
So
I
the
was in
Bronx?
prison. Yeah, I was in the Bronx for like 4 years.
I got a
Right before
question
had my
real
first
quick.
child. Well, I like Uptown.
I got a
ain't gonna lie.
question.
Hear it.
Well,
We've been hearing that the
best?
bitches be sucking dick the best from the Bronx. Is that true?
I mean, I can't say the best, but they definitely have
I'm
some
be honest
winners.
with you. I hear about that when I hear people use like geographical with the top and the sex. And I don't know. I know some girls
really-
everywhere.
where's
They
your
be
best
crazy.
giver?
Where's your best in New York?
Oh, my
in the
best?
5 boroughs. What borough have
yes,
you
definitely.
got?
Hold on.
All right,
Disclaimer:
all right,
we
all
not
right.
claiming Staten Island, so you could put Long Island on
the
that.
SIs,
Okay?
you know what the SIGs?
No, you could
Big up to the SIs.
put Long Island on
She
that.
said not the
Boroughs.
Staten Island.
Out of the 5
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I never
can't
had a
really
Staten
say-
Island.
yeah.
Staten Island
I'm still
town,
missing
Italian
some
icy or
boroughs,
nothing.
though.
I ain't never had one.
What boroughs you missing? Out of 5 of them,
Alright,
which
so-
where you
Because I
got
spent
your
a lot
dick
of
sucked the
time
most?
upstate. I'm not gonna lie.
so
You
they don't-
gotta include upstate with me.
Bronx
But
Okay.
right now, I gotta say the Bronx.
Bronx top is crazy.
The Bronx, what
Yeah,
the
Bronx
fuck? Y'all
got the
bitches out
crazy.
here
You know, the
eating
Bronx
dick?
is winning for the head giving.
No wonder y'all got so
Hashtag.
much fucking STDs.
And that's as an
Hey,
adult.
Well,
You know
the
what I mean?
Bronx is winning for the head giving. There we go. Nah, but
props
you
to
know,
the
we
X.
had to
All props
ask
to
y'all
the
that.
X.
You know, y'all are men, and the Bronx is winning with the head giving.
Yeah.
That's
They
crazy.
top of the pot with that. They got that.
I guess we slided through the Bronx.
I guess Queens got the
I like
good
it in the
pussy.
morning.
I'm
The
just
morning
saying.
too. That's the bacon, head, and cheese. That's the breakfast.
What? So, you know,
Sausage,
I
egg,
heard
and
you
cheese for
say
y'all.
you was in prison. You went to prison as well?
Yeah, I did. So I did a stretch as well. Yeah.
Okay, so I can start with you, Mr. Business.
Talk about it.
Why did you end up in prison?
Well, pardon me. The majority of the times I went to prison all over drugs. I was getting money.
Okay.
And I was chasing a lifestyle that I thought was destined for all black men, unfortunately. You know
So
what I'm saying?
drugs, not no attempted murder,
Nah,
none
no.
of that. Okay.
Unfortunately, I never had to do nothing like that to nobody.
Fire.
And
Okay.
but
Okay.
you know, we
You was trying to make a way.
that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that was the only way that I had the option. You know what I'm
Understood.
saying? When
Understood.
definitely misguided, and I was
Okay.
misinformed. So that's why, like right now, we like to use the influences we have, part of my voice, but we like to use that to give the right information. Because, you know,
Understood.
we was misinformed by you know those who was misinformed. You know what I mean? So we ain't putting no blames on nobody, but you know, it was all right when you came home when the dude hit you with that pack because he thought that was the best thing to do
Putting
for you.
you on.
That's how you
You know
show
what I'm
love.
saying?
That's how we was showing love.
And that's just the cycle that was perpetrated. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to change that. So we understand there's a term called demon time. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. That's trendy, but we on God speed. You know what I'm saying? When I say we come to do something different, I really mean that.
I
And you
respect that.
and when you
Like
see the
that.
energy in the music, it reflects all of that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it's a little different when you start really entwining what we got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Respect. What about you, Source Sky?
Yeah,
What
similar.
made you go down that road?
Similar, like him. We was chasing chasing the bag out there. We was trapping.
Drugs.
Drugs. Yeah,
Not
I
no
always
sex.
worked. I always worked too, as I always sold drugs.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
different up there, like you know, off the phone back then, like early 2000s or late 90s. You know, and then doing that.
Y'all was Scarface vibes?
I ain't gonna get into
Tony
all that.
Montana.
I mean,
Listen,
Allegedly.
To my little friend.
Allegedly.
The
So-
documentaries are coming. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We got a lot of
It
things
doesn't like
working
that,
to put it out, but
But yeah. So I had just like him drug charges, but I did end up getting caught up in a murder rap, but it was drug related, and they tried to frame me and put me through. It was crazy. I went to trial though, so I got a reversal.
beat it?
No, I didn't beat it.
Okay.
I ended up doing 13 years off it.
13?
Yeah. So they
13
broke the law.
years.
That's why I went to trial anyway. I blew trial. I had a co-defendant, my man. He's a long story, but
First of all,
he
before I ask you the next question, I'm proud of you
talk about
already.
it. Yeah.
Because you here, you're able to speak
No,
about
absolutely.
your
I appreciate
journey.
that. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You did 13 years of your life, and you still sitting here standing strong. And now you
Appreciate
want to
that.
testify and help the youth in the world from your mistakes.
Right.
So I commend you for that, and I appreciate you for that.
And you know,
appreciate you for
just
that.
to piggyback off you, Ash, like it's a lot of people out here who, yeah, they do the time or whatever, and they come out with like the world owe them something. Nobody don't owe you shit.
You made that choice.
You
Nah,
made that
that's a
choice, and you had to live with your
Yeah,
consequences.
accountability. That's A1 sauce. You gotta
Of
be accountable.
course.
Like everybody's on A1. You ain't gotta be. You ain't accountable. You gotta be official.
You see, that's part of being a giant, and that's what we reflect. You got to be accountable. You got to be responsible. You got to be consistent. Like it takes a high responsibility to be responsible. You know what I mean? And we all, and my partner as well, Nick, like we hold that role real highly. Like we're really respected in the roles we are in the communities that we in.
Okay. And in Middletown.
In Middletown, yeah.
Okay.
845.
So
845 Newburgh.
If you don't mind me asking, how was life behind bars?
So with my situation, so first let me also say too, even with my case, so I got a reversal. My case is even in the law book, so like my case is like a one of a kind.
Wow.
So I'm in. It's not. I got a reversal. Like I won my reversal. My case is like in the law book, so I just gave there's a loophole. I gave an extra loophole for dudes that's going through that would go through a similar situation like mine. That's the only way your lane could get in the law books. Is if
Do you mind sharing that information in case people may be in the same position you were in to give them the guidance? You know, what advice or what way can you pay for them?
When, as far as being in there and then coming home?
Like what caused your reversal? Like
the reversal was the detectives. They broke the law.
But tell them the simple thing that we tell everything.
All right. So what it is when they first called themselves interrogating me, I invoked my right to counsel. What that means is I asked for a lawyer.
Okay.
Look in the camera.
Did I do anything? That's called invoking your right to counsel, which means is if they ask you anything they want to talk, your next only thing you should be asking is, am I under arrest? They're gonna answer you. We just want to talk to you. Am I under arrest? Yes, no. If the answer is no, I want a lawyer. I don't want to talk. If the answer is yes, I want a lawyer. I don't want to talk. It's just the same thing. But anyway, so with my situation, it was a murder case. It was crazy. So I had alibis, and it was just grabbing me. So I told them I want a lawyer. They let me go. 5 days later, people went down. Everything got bad. They still interrogated me, put me through, took my alibis, people lies, all these things, mixed stories up, and they used it against me when they wasn't supposed to because I already asked for a lawyer.
You know, but the world sometimes has the perception that as soon as you ask for a lawyer, you guilty.
Nah, but that's not with the law. The police can't help you.
Ain't you supposed to be innocent until proven
guilty? Your given right is to have counsel. Listen, that's why they tell you that anything you say will be used against you in a court of law.
That's like the Miranda rights.
That's your Miranda rights.
But invoking the right to counsel. Anyway, so that's how I got the reversal. But it didn't get me out. It just put me back through trial. Like so at the time I had like 8 years in, got the reversal, went back down to court, was sitting there for another year. And then they were like, all right, you can go back to trial, but with less evidence. Like all those alibis, the fake stories you was using, they took all that away. So but it still was like, I'm not playing with these people. I'm not going but to roll the dice. I had 8, and I'm like, now the offers is lower now. So it was like they got down to a number where I don't think I could do, which was, you know what I mean? I was like, you know what, I ain't even going to play with it. So I just copped out.
But why cop out if you innocent?
Because listen,
we still dealing with the New York State law. They will convict you.
Yeah, I was still involved. It was just crazy. I didn't say nothing about.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
he had a loophole. It takes a lot of time and dedication to go on them loophole to find those.
And
that's because
understand that I don't know.
Oh no, that's why we want to educate.
Me, you know, my question is like. I don't know, so I'm going over first 48 or what I see.
That's why
you get what I'm saying. So I would feel like me. If you put me in jail for something I ain't do, I'm fighting. I want to go home. I'm not. What am I copping out for if I didn't do anything?
Because unfortunately,
I was involved. Like I said, I was involved. It was a drug related case. I was involved.
Okay.
There was witnesses that had me there. You know what I mean? So it's
but you didn't commit the murder.
But it's still a lot. I got charged with it. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Let's leave it what it says in black and white, right?
Okay.
I got charged with it, and they put me through trial. I didn't get charged with accessory or acting. I got charged with it, so I had to go to trial, and I went to trial and maintained my innocence. I blew trial, which gave me the right to still fight and keep going. You know what I'm saying? So, but then I kept going. But then it's like I got the time in. It's like, do I want to? I went through that trial. Listen, niggas could talk all that shit they want. You ain't never been. That shit is crazy.
I'm telling you,
a murder trial, your life and that's come on. That's crazy.
It
was crazy.
And you gotta remember,
and I'm like, I ain't going through that. And then I'm like,
oh,
everybody told on me. Fair. Literally, everybody told on me. And then people try to frame it like I told them. Like, stop it. Everybody told on me. I ain't telling nobody. I got cooked. Everybody.
And you know the crazy shit is, you won't know who told on you until you
Go to
stand
trial.
in trial. So
Oh yeah, because they have to come. That's
They
the
have
difference.
to
Another thing
come.
people don't know about with the statements and the rant. People don't understand when
Yeah.
you go to trial is different because everything you
you
said,
see.
now you got to stand on that, right? You got to come to trial now and face. The person has a right to face the accuser. So
Right.
everybody
So,
had
like-
to come to my trial. Like my best friend this was my brother. He tested like heartbreaking.
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to
crazy.
say, like, how did it make you feel
crazy.
to
Plus,
see people that you was closest to or people that you trust stand and go against you, and you're still going back in a confinement? So mentally, how did you cope with that?
It was heartbreaking. I mean, what could I do at that moment? I'm just looking at them like I can't. What make it even worse is what they were facing. Like,
Hey, Mr. Me.
they weren't even involved in the situation. They were facing like attempt tampering with Everett and shit like that. Like, I mean, like light shit.
But
So anyway, that's here nor there. Anyway, from that real rough situation. So, but through that, it was like a coming of age for me. I had did bit before that. It was just drug. I was always selling drugs. Anyway, so the long stretch is when I started. I was always talented with music, like most of the dudes coming up. New York's how we do music. I was good with that, and I was, I'm pretty good. And then I got into songwriting better. Then it's like I started a movement while I was in there. Like people in Sauce was like, more popular. I was talking about the Sauce, the drip. So I'm listening to dudes. I'm like, what's the Sauce? And I'm like, man, young boys talking about juice. I'm like, dudes don't even know the meanings of all these like lingos. Like, so I really was just talking, being myself. Like,
Right.
And they talking about the Sauce is the swag, and I'm like, that don't really make sense. So I used to be cooking.
In jail.
Yeah. So especially this is at the end of the stretch. I was in the
Okay.
mediums now. I got the reversal. I copped out, so I had like 4 or 5 years to go.
Well,
More.
what's the medium to just
Medium? So I was in the maximum state prison.
There's
state
different
prison.
classifications.
Oh, so it's like
in
small,
Yeah,
that.
27 to
medium,
life. Yeah. I blew
Yeah.
trial. So I didn't say
Small,
I blew
medium,
trial.
large.
Yeah.
That's more.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, we
And-
gotta be
and
clear,
they got the super
for the
size, too.
people that
That's
don't
just
know.
that's Guantanamo Bay,
They
right?
got the biggie size.
As your time gets lower, depending on your numbers, you go to a mediums where it's different. You're not in a cell. It's like a dorm.
Oh yeah,
You get a little more
because
freedom.
in this day and
Right.
time,
So that's
I
the
see
shit that you
niggas
kind
in
of
there
see
that's
on
smoking
TV
hookah.
that they
The cubicles.
the cubicles
Yeah, that's
and-
the
okay.
cookie cutter. Those are mediums.
How does that work? I know niggas in jail that's smoking hookah. They got phones, TVs.
Computers.
I don't know.
In cells, they in cells. They in the
No.
They room look flyer than
Yeah, they in cells. Those are cells. That's different. So the maxes is different. Or those dudes are in the feds. Probably feds is different. I
Well, you can have hookah.
I didn't say.
I
I
ain't
mean,
seen-
it's
listen, who
prison.
knows?
Well, you know,
People do
sometimes
what they do.
be fucking the guards and the guards be getting the shit in.
Things move the same way moving out here. Just
They
a
get
little
it done.
different. Maybe in smaller portions, but
Said
just
they
like
got
I
the
said, that's
hookah.
So,
exactly
hold
how
on,
it is.
hold on.
Things move the
So,
same way.
As your time dwindles down, they move you from
Yeah, as your-
maximum to medium.
maximum, medium
and
to
then
minimum.
Yeah.
What's minimum? Like Rikers?
No,
Oh, no, that's like
that's a jail. That's
a
not
jail.
a prison.
That's not a prison.
So what would be like a
Attica, Sing Sing,
That's a Mac.
Green
Clinton?
Haven,
Mac.
Max. Those are maxes. Those
I
are
don't know
maximum
about
state
the
prisons.
jails.
Because
I don't know nothing about the jails.
my cousin, she went to school upstate, and her basketball team used to play Clinton, the prisoners. That's how
What?
small the community was. Yeah.
Is that safe?
Yeah, I mean, listen,
playing
this
basketball.
dude's in this. Let me just say this.
Okay.
I know people's perception. Don't get me wrong. There are just like out here. It's really just what I just said. Really sums it up. Things move in here the same way out here, just at a smaller portion, and it's
Confined.
confined. So there's a great. I mean, I hate to say. I mean, not hate to say, but it's true. Dudes made mistakes, and there's great people in there that. Made
I get
mistakes.
it,
Like
but-
me, all right. So what you mean as far as
I get it, but devil's advocate. I'm in here for life.
Oh no! So
I'm
I was gonna
stressed
say.
out.
I was just gonna say also.
I'm mentally fucked
There's
up.
bad seeds.
You got
Of
some
You get
course,
what I'm
of
saying?
course, absolutely. They in there. They definitely in there.
Right, so I'm
There's
saying,
people-
so now
oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna put them and mix them with the community to play basketball?
But I mean, the ones who
Those
they
are
know.
not. They're not
They
going
not
to
getting-
They're not
they
gonna
not-
be
they don't-
involved.
they don't
Even
get
the dudes
activity
in there is
time.
governing things like that. They're not letting some dudes.
Because they don't want to mess up that privilege.
So I
You know what I'm saying?
heard.
So we
We're not
protect
letting no
those
bug out, do
things.
some goofy shit. Even if it's like, what are you doing?
There's a lot of discipline in jail and prison
especially
when
in the
it's
maxes.
ran
Especially
right.
in the
Yeah.
maxes. It's a little more militant.
I
Dudes will
did
get-
hear like
Yeah.
they don't like if you woman beaters
Oh, yeah,
and
you
like
get- oh, yeah,
kids.
you gonna have a problem.
It's a
Yeah,
whole
you gonna have a
different.
problem.
You got a hard bit.
You're gonna
Yeah.
have a little rough time.
Okay, so Mr. Business, if you are a woman beater or a child killer or whatever, how is it hard? What makes it hard for them?
Because we're not going to condone them being able to live good in prison.
This play, they're not respected
in the
by
jail. They're going to put them in PC
officers
anyway.
or.
But at the end of the day, what makes your crime? What makes you in here with me?
Because
so
listen,
who are you?
When you go to prison for putting food on the table, it's a big difference when you going out in the street and you're a predator.
Okay.
And you hurting people.
Respect.
That's not what we didn't go to prison for. We go to prison because we try better our life situations and that's it. In the course of that, we understand some people do get hurt in the course of street shit. Right. That's not street shit. That's a predatory out there hurting our women and kids. So when you go to prison, you're gonna get all the aches and pains you got coming to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just for the inmates. What does that mean?
What they call it, jungle justice?
Hands on, yeah. We make sure prison is hard for them in any way, shape, or form.
But can't that kind of hurt your sentence?
If you get caught. But like I said, jail is governed that way. So
even in them situations,
police gonna turn away.
Because they might be with you like, yeah, fuck that nigga up. He done raped a little girl. Like,
come on,
that's true.
Yeah.
But so the reform in there, like I said, there's some good dudes in there. I kept myself around good people. I always attract. I mean, I attract everyone. I'm a people person, but my circles was real tight, solid, official, valid dudes, stand up dudes. And anyway, I started talking about sauce and just showing dudes how it's just more than swag. Like sauce is like it's really who you are because. If it's just swag, if I show you 2 bowls of sauce, one is just plain, one is all swagged out with garnish, looks all pretty, right? And I ask you which sauce is better. Which sauce would you say is better?
The prettier one.
Right, you would say the prettier one. Why? Because it looks better, right?
Because it looks better.
Right, but I ask you which sauce is better. That looks great could be made with all rotten ingredients. The one, the plain one, could be more nourishing and taste mad flavorful. And those represent type of people.
That's true.
Person that you see with everything. I'm not saying everyone, but this is what sauce is when you meet someone. Now that one that's got all that garnish could be good too, but my point is you would have to try and see and know the person. Like you see the person with everything, you meet them, they could be a piece of shit. That ain't sauce. True. You meet the person that you walk by sweeping the floor, you overlook him, he might change your life. But you don't even know who you talking to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Talk sauce. So sauce is the substance that you already acquire that adds unique constructive energy towards others or towards a situation.
I like that.
SAUCE, substance that adds unique constructive energy. It's who you are, is in you. No money, no garnish, nothing could change your lane, can't change if you a dry meatball, you a wing, you lack sauce. You ain't talk sauce.
Dry meatballs. Ain't no dry meatballs.
There's a lot of
saucy niggas out here.
There's a lot of meatballs.
So, you don't got the sauce, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's what true sauce is. And the whole thing with sauce. So I just started saying this to guys as I'm cooking, and I created a whole lingo. And it really took over the whole prison. And this is a fact. Everyone that was in Bear Hill Correctional Facility is ground zero for Sauce Nation in the years of 2018 into 17 to 19. And I started just talking, come out every day. Top of the pot, I would say that instead of good morning. Started catching, dudes started saying it. Yo, what up? Yo, what's spilling? Dudes started responding. Yo, we spilling. I'm like, okay. Then I started just like using cooking, because I cook. So I was like, yo, the kitchen is your life.
Are you a chef? You consider yourself a chef?
I'm a chef. I get busy. I get busy.
He cook.
I get busy.
Because he like he
right. A lot of dudes don't cook. He cooks.
Because he like he right. What you cooking? We not talking about hot dogs.
I done seen the prison cuisine.
Oh no, we ain't talking about
goulash over here.
If you look at my page,
we don't want no goulash.
Nah.
If
you look at my
page, the Doritos with the ramen noodles
and the hot water packets and shit. Nah,
you gotta.
I've been there though. You know about that too much. You said.
I went to college. I done seen some shit.
Nah, but I do cook, but that's my movement is more food for thought than food for your fork. You know what I'm saying? But I do use food in the attributes because it's sauce. So we're talking about sauce. So I just took that and I just created a whole lingo and I just started using these words and I was like, listen, the kitchen is your life. It's like
these light skinned niggas
who do you have?
Right?
Y'all brown skin, you know what I'm saying? I just came home.
Hold on.
This is a fresh Hawaiian tan right here. You see, I just came home from Hawaii. You heard? Facts.
What you gotta do is
just came from Hawaii.
This, and then
this is a fresh Hawaiian tan
right here. Your legs. You like
Nah, we not.
This is a Hawaiian tan right here. I was out there jumping off of cliffs and all that. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Anyway, so talk sauce, right? So kitchen is your life. Who do you have in your kitchen, right? You can't have the wrong people in your kitchen. You can't have the kitchen too crowded. There's got to be room in the kitchen. You can't have people tracking mud through your kitchen, which is bringing dirt into your life, right? You got to get them out the kitchen. Get the fuck out the kitchen because all you're doing is draining from your pot, draining from your fridge and all that. So the kitchen is your life. The stove is your mind. You gotta have your stove on. Keep it on at all times. Now there's different stoves. Some niggas got the industry shit. You gotta put gas, fuel, and paper and blow on and all that shit. They don't get it. Some people got the smart stove. They get it right away. So
Boy,
the
you
stove
could
is your
tell
mind.
he was.
I can't wait for him to cook for me.
Hold on, listen.
Where the food at?
Hold on. So some things in the
I just
lingo I
want the
left as
sauce.
it is. Like the chopping board means to chop it up. So look now, think of we making sauce now, right? The kitchen, got the stove. Now the cutting board. We're chopping up the ingredients. That's how we negotiate. Yo, pull up to the cutting board. We negotiate. Onions and peppers are ideas. So it's like, yo, what you got going on in your kitchen? Yo, I'm gonna pull up to the cutting board, maybe chop some onions and peppers. And we're gonna talk about some ideas. Boom. The pot is your plan, or it's your goal, or it's just a vision for the day, which is like top of the pot. So the pot is the plan. That's the pot. You put the ideas in the pot, in the plan, right? The spoon represents your ambition. That's why I always say keep stirring. Now you can have all these great things, the good stove, good kitchen, good ingredients, good pot, but you stirring with a plastic spork. You've got to have a good spoon. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say keep stirring. Keep stirring. You sauce up. Sauce up means to elevate. The microwave is your instant gratification. The cabinets is like your soul. I can keep going. I even get into the sauces. Now the sauces is crazy. So what this is all called the sauceology. I just gave you a little bit of sauceology 101, 102. Talk sauce. But that's Sauce Nation. There's a movement. So I started this, and the whole prison started using the lingo. I'm talking about everybody. Even the Spanish brothers. I had the La Nación de la Salsa, de la Salsa. They was going crazy.
I need the glossary.
They try to lock me up. They try to say I started a game.
Glossary.
Yeah, it's called Sauceology. Yeah, I got it. It's called. It's in the making. Volume 1. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah.
It's coming. It's on the way.
No, I mean it's already it's done, but it's just not.
He just ain't published it yet.
Yeah, published it out. Yeah, it's already done. Yeah, it's done.
Did we get a copy? What's up?
I got you.
Oh, there we go.
I got
I mean, you know, he like
I'm here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's late. We here. We stirring.
I just need to know the sauce.
Nah, we
gonna give you the sauce.
He was talking
I do want some food too.
It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Since it's a lot for me to go to.
That was a lot. Yeah.
I had to give you little sprinkles. And look, I didn't even get. You notice I didn't even get into the sauces yet.
Well, let me
the
ask you a
sauces is
question.
crazy. Do you know how many sauces there are?
Now?
Sauces. That's what I'm saying. The
sauces.
lingo. So, see, you
I mean,
want some.
I'm trying to.
She on some Tabasco. So she want to keep.
Hold on,
That's
Tabasco.
That's sexual spicy. Yeah,
but
she
I
wants
want to
some
kind of stay
Tabasco.
on the topic and ask some more questions. Because we're gonna be sourced out, and I'm hungry. I need the glossary. They ain't bring our copy. What's going on, source guy?
I just have a question because
how you gonna skip me? You know she hungry.
So listen,
nah,
I'm gonna just say this before we move on to something else. I'm gonna say so. If you take away anything that you said, I said a lot fast, right? Take away anything. The best phrase is talk sauce. Right?
Talk sauce.
Because you could use anything. Remember what sauce is now. Sauce is good things, a substance.
I just want to be the spoon.
Right. The spoon is, you want to stir it. Yeah, you want to keep stirring. Sauce, that's why I always say keep stirring, man. Keep stirring means keep working. The spoon represents your ambition. So when I say keep stirring, that means keep working. Keep stirring. But the talk sauce, you can answer the phone like that. Dude, talk sauce. It means tell me something good. Talk sauce. Niggas are arguing, yo, chill. Yeah, nigga, talk sauce, man. Niggas ain't talking about nothing. Talk sauce or walk off. Anything you can use talk sauce, and so just take that.
He
with
get
you.
away with that because he likes skin.
Sometimes when
light
niggas
skin.
come out of jail,
dark
they
skin,
got a
they
whole
like
different
talk
lingo. You like, what the
sauce,
fuck
you
is you
know.
talking about?
Yes, man, I'm sauce gone. Anybody, listen, I'm so ill with it, and this is a fact. And this is anybody that even got the name Sauce. Anybody, and I respect to all of them. Sauce Money is the first person I ever heard with the name Sauce that I know in the culture, like hip hop, that I ever recall.
So when you fucking,
Sauce
we gotta
Money.
say, oh, saucy.
Nah, people just call my name is
don't say
Jay.
saucy.
People call me Jay Sauce. So people just
He
call me
look
Sauce.
like a J.
I'm a
I
J,
ain't
yeah,
gonna
I'm
hold
a
you.
J.
He look like a J.
Like a J.
And why you have to have my initial?
Aww, because you light and
remember
bright.
your question? What was the question?
What was the question?
Damn.
Well, my question was.
Talk sauce. Talk sauce, man.
No, talk
My
sauce.
question was, so you guys doing time in prison, now that you're out and free, how do you feel you guys present yourself in relationships? Because for you to be confined for so long, you may feel like, I know a couple of my friends that's been incarcerated, I don't answer my phone, or you're not gonna police me. Like, oh, they say, like, if we say, well, where you at? Don't clock
the
me.
warden.
Yeah, because of what they
You like,
used
because niggas don't want POs. Niggas just got on parole. You acting like I'm PO. Like, don't
Right,
be
but
my
you gotta
PO.
understand-
Be my partner, not my PO.
You have to understand that, again, that's your journey because you put yourself there.
All right, so
me as a woman that's getting to know you, mind you don't even have to share that part right then and there, but that's your mindset. Remember, that's your journey. So me, I could just be genuinely like, babe, where you at? Don't police me.
Oh, so I was just saying that. I'm not like that.
I get what you're saying.
Just saying that's what dudes.
That's like the maturity of the person.
I was just about to say.
I've been there. I've been like that.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? You come home from prison, like he said at first, I was a little immature, so I took it the wrong way. That was just me taking it personal because I had that authority shit. But as I got a little older, I didn't take it as personal. That was just a concern. But I went through those phases though.
Right. And I give a lot of advice. Well, as I said, my homeboy, he did whatever he did, but he would tell me like some relationship issues. I'm like, nigga, answer your phone. No, I don't answer my phone. Not get in when you're in a relationship, you have to think about your partner. If you still gonna have a mind frame of being in prison, you need to be by your damn self.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I get that. But just like he said though, devil's advocate. Some females understand like I'll be outside doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and we're not in a relationship, and they still calling when they know it's like a boundary thing. Even though we set these boundaries in the beginning, yet you still calling.
Wait, somebody that's not in a relationship?
Yeah.
So why do you have obligations to them in the first place?
But I'm just saying females still cross that barrier the same way.
What they talking about?
I feel like
Relationship,
for me,
though.
I feel like for me, I'm not mature. All right, I am mature enough to a certain extent, but if you start calling me your PO and your warden, I'm gonna be like, nigga, do you want to go on lockdown? Like, yeah, I'm gonna be
I'll just
petty.
stop nagging.
funny
It's
shit.
just
That
more
could
like
honestly be a
nagging.
trigger for a nigga too.
True, but don't call me your PO.
So I was exaggerating when I said that. I'm not like that, but I was saying that that's that guys are that react like that. That's what that comes from, that mind frame of them acting, saying like they don't want to.
Nobody authority.
Like, but if it's just a question like, "Hey, where you at?" I ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Oh, anybody would let you tell you.
Or they use the excuse like, "I'm catching up with my bros. Like, give me some time. I just got home.
You was locked up
like,
and I was holding you down.
Yeah, these
Let's
niggas
talk
wasn't
about
putting
it.
money on your books.
Why when we hold y'all down and y'all get out, now y'all fucking Keisha, Tammy, and Toya.
Because I don't know nothing about that. All my joints, they all end up leaving.
All
Thank
your
God.
joints?
Thank
How many
God.
joints you had?
I was
really
married
got the
3
sword?
times.
What the fuck?
What? Let's talk
you
about
understand,
it.
You understand?
Wait, hold on. Within the 13 years?
Hold
Yeah.
on. Let's take it slow.
Yeah, what he said was
I
Yeah.
hear
13
him.
years.
We gotta make sure we can hear
Talk
3
My son,
times.
yeah.
If you don't mind. If you don't mind.
She said she
How
gotta
old are
dig
you?
in.
Huh?
If you can hide, you can hear.
I'm younger than you.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
How old are you?
I'm 40. I'll be 46 Monday.
You look
Happy
Gemini.
birthday.
So for
Swag.
46, you
46, check
being
me out.
married.
Check me out though. I still got all way spinning.
Ooh, he's showing
I'm going to a
you.
wedding Saturday. I'm gonna get the fresh
You
cut,
going
but
to a
I'm
wedding?
Yeah, Saturday.
You single?
Oh, am I single? Yeah, I'm single. I'm seeing somebody. I'm chilling with somebody, but I'm single though. Like we ain't. I'm single.
Yo, she gotta go.
Let me tell you the story. So look, I just got out of a relationship, right? Last year I was in a relationship.
Or
When
marriage.
I came
Which
home,
one was
no
Hold on,
relationship,
right? Because he's trying to block the question.
I'm not
Hold
married
on.
no more. I'm not
You
married.
said you was married 3 times.
I was doing the
Prison,
bid.
Yeah, I got
within the
divorced
bid?
to all of them. Yeah,
So
they don't count to me
So my question
because
is,
they bounced, and it served the purpose.
Were
You know,
you
people
just
have
doing
for
it
reason.
conjugal visits?
right?
Yeah, that's
my
what it was
thing
about.
is
And half
for the pussy.
Absolutely.
2 out of the 3 proposed to me.
What?
Well, what type of dick you got?
Good dick.
We don't know that.
It got better. That shit is like.
Yo,
basically
let
button.
me.
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
told you. I heard prison dick was the
Nah,
best dick. Y'all comment below if y'all agree with me. I don't know though.
I don't
Y'all
know.
feel like prison dick is the best dick?
I mean,
How
you've
the
been
hell I'm
married
supposed to
3
know?
times.
They
kinda
prison
crazy on that
niggas.
talk.
They know what
I
they
Like,
say.
you've been married 3
I mean,
times.
I know
You've
coming
been
home,
some.
every female that has it will probably contest to that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So like
I
when y'all
guess.
fucking and stirring
Making
that
the
pussy,
mac
you
and
know,
cheese, you know?
right? Is
Yeah,
it
the big
like
Big spoon.
The big
I
one.
ain't get this for so long and like you just trying to take out the frustration and you miss it? What is the mindset when you was released and you got some pussy?
Just wanted
Yeah,
that
that's the
affection. You
best
want to
shit in the
feel that.
world.
Yeah, the whole
Did the
time.
dick
you like,
stay up or did it
hold on.
work?
Listen,
Did you
let me say
wanna
this.
hug
Let me say
after?
this. In prison, though.
Wait,
while-
no side.
While I was in prison, though, like I just said, I had 3 wives. I had women the whole time, so I still was getting a little action.
What about you, Mr.
Like,
Business?
so it
Man,
ain't like
I had visits, but I wasn't getting no
I was getting
conjugal.
action. I was
Damn.
leaving.
They-
No, but
splashing
listen,
on
only
the visit
the
floor,
biggest
anywhere.
difference between us two is he had a little longer stretches. I had a lot of time in prison, but I was doing like 2 years, 18 months. I wasn't getting hit with those long stretches. So, you know what I'm saying? It was easy for me to get right back to it when I get out.
So was the guards trying to?
I was gonna ask that too. High five.
Who was the guards trying to? You know?
Y'all ever fucked the CO?
No, I didn't smash. I had a couple though that was on it.
I wasn't in no spots.
Yeah,
I'm not
He like he right.
Why would I
stirring
cap?
the pot?
Why would I cap?
What do you think? You was stirring the pot?
No, I said I never smashed no CO, but I had a couple that was on it.
Was trying to throw.
Yeah, we used to give
And they gave you favoritism.
Yeah, like that. Favoritism.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, so
I ain't never hit nothing.
you being in prison and you see a baddie CO, how does it work? Where y'all fucking at?
Yeah, listen, he found ways. I ain't seen none in the jails I was in. We didn't have no baddie COs. That's only in Sing Sing.
This is in the masses. There's some. I seen some.
Because them niggas is gone for life.
I seen
This
some.
niggas is in Middletown.
I
Like,
seen a couple.
You saw a couple. So
Yeah.
if it could have happened, like how does it work? Do they
Could
come
be
in the
anywhere.
cell? Is it true you put the curtain up?
Yeah,
You
but
got
they
a
don't do
curtain,
that.
though.
They ain't
Okay,
they ain't gonna
I'm
come
just
in the
saying. I
cell.
watch
You
TV.
heard about the curtain?
I heard about the
They don't do
curtain.
that. I don't think they'll do that. I don't know, it could be anywhere. It could be a slop sink. It could be
Oh,
a
no.
little.
Really?
I mean, it could be a laundry. I don't know. It could be like
Laundry
anywhere.
room?
It's no
It's an
cameras in
officer,
there.
so the officer would know where to go.
Oh, with the cameras
so you
can't
gotta
catch
do
them.
that.
I don't know.
Oh, there's a lot of
Listen, there's a lot of relationships going on that way. It's going down.
Well, I mean, you kind of see it in the
They
media.
find
That's
a
a
way.
fact. So like when
get
y'all
charged. They get charged with
was
rape.
doing your time, was there trannies back then in y'all era? The little transgender bullshit going on.
It was more
Where?
DL shit. Like they were there. It's just not as
Prevalent.
popular. Yeah, not as prevalent.
Yeah,
That's a
no.
better word. But they were
So
there.
like how as men, strong black men, if a nigga approached you, is it straight hands on or
It don't
how do
happen.
you get out that
It
situation?
doesn't
Don't
happen.
like that. That what happens
never
in jail.
happens,
It
man.
happens to people that's looking for it.
Yeah, that don't like that's
Hold
like
on,
that
hold
shit
on,
is
hold on,
wild.
hold
Like
on.
that shit
Hey,
don't
listen,
happen.
first of all, this
I
the
didn't hear.
camera. Nobody getting raped in jail, man. Prison is
They
not what
want
they
it.
make it
They
look like
doing
on the
that. They wanted
media.
it. They ain't
Somebody
getting
go to jail looking for that shit. They gonna find what they
I
looking
mean,
for.
it used to
Nobody-
happen. I know
That was
it used
back
to
in the
happen
day,
like back
man.
in the day.
Like
Like the
I don't watch
80s.
You don't gotta
You know,
tell,
like-
man.
like, yeah,
it's
like-
really not that bad
What
in
was
prison.
that
You gonna go
prison-
read a
that
bunch of
prison show
books
on
and then you
HBO,
come home,
Oz?
man.
Yeah, like
that's like Cali. I don't know. I know New York. I ain't never seen
Man,
that.
listen, Rikers
I
Island
don't
is
see
rougher than
nobody
majority of the
getting-
state
like, dudes
prisons
getting
in the prison
beat up
system.
or cut
think
or
so?
something.
I'm
or
telling
cut
you,
more
I'm
than
just-
getting,
I'm just asking. I don't know.
I had to fight more on the island when I was there for the 4 months than I had to do in all the time I had in prison.
You know what? That's a question.
Well, it depends what prison.
When y'all get
Prison is
locked up,
crazy.
It is crazy.
Out of
But
control.
when y'all get locked up, y'all supposed to be focused on y'all case. What are y'all fighting for?
Exactly. That's what I was doing.
a lot of politics.
What's the politics?
Just
We
jail
supposed
shit.
to be
Prison.
stirring the pot.
But there's a lot
Jail
of.
shit.
Uh,
I mean,
You
look at me.
supposed to- you ain't hear my shit.
Paul,
I know
I
you
was
heard
on
you stirring
point
the
just
pot.
now.
You right
Yeah.
there. You supposed to be
Yeah.
working. You right. Talk
Yeah.
sauce.
You
Yeah.
are.
Gemini.
That's how I do
Here
my
we go with
bids.
this Gemini
That's how I do my
shit.
bids.
See what I'm
Like
saying?
when I
Talk
did my
sauce.
bids, I went in there and I attacked them shits like it was college.
That's what I
I read
did.
mad books. I studied. I learned how to become a personal trainer.
Every
You know what I
program.
mean? That's why I'm named Mr. All Business because I
lose a
studied
couple
everything I
pounds.
need to study to come home and do what I got to do.
Okay.
So I knew how to create, little things that now a lot of people got the information online. But this is like 10, 15 years ago. I was already ahead of that game.
You Muslim
Now I am a practicing Muslim.
from jail?
No, when I came home.
so.
Yeah.
My question is like, do you? All right, you said you read books. You were productive
Yeah.
during your time. Do you think that a lot of people hate on others because they see you doing good? Like they see you changing your ways or trying to become a better person. Like they may hate on you because you got 3 visits more than they
Absolutely.
did, or they, you.
I didn't really experience that much. It more like he said, like it more attracts people to me. Like that's like the energy that people be like. I wanna either ask him questions or I'm gonna figure out what he's doing that he can maybe help me get where I'm going.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So
was you
I get
approachable?
more of that than hate.
It's not.
Was you
complete hate, but it's
approachable?
definitely
Yeah,
hate.
I'm always approachable. Very approachable.
You sure?
Absolutely.
That's
That's the exterior.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It serves its purpose. But once you get to talking, you know what I mean. It's an open door.
There's room in the pot. That's what that means. There's room in the pot.
That's crazy.
I'm learning about.
I'm with the movement.
I just
dog.
wanna know.
Stirring pot.
Yeah,
Why
top
is
sauce,
it when you
top
go
of
to
the pot. We
prison, like,
spilling.
saying?
Everything is
Like,
ragu.
sauce
Someone say what's
ragu.
spilling.
You ever see people come from jail and they look better than like They just
we running laps.
No funny shit.
Come on, running laps around
I do
dudes.
need a personal trainer, and I prefer it from a jail nigga. I ain't gonna even hold you. I ain't gonna hold
Don't
you.
say that. You're gonna be crying later.
Let me tell you something. I have a friend that was in prison, and I had to lose weight, and it took him a month just to work out with me and say, "We ain't need no gym."
That's right.
And I lost the weight. Prison. Shout out to the prison niggas.
45 minutes.
Free
Right
y'all.
on live. Me and you could go.
You know what?
My new trainer.
Us type.
My new
I don't
trainer.
consider us prison niggas. I consider us.
Don't take it as an insult.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just adding on to what you said. Just
Okay.
adding my salt, my seasoning. So what I consider that like we're real rights. We went through that, you know. We came through and came up out of that. You know, it could be other people going through struggles. Don't gotta be just that. And they go through that and they may hit rock bottom and that's they coming of age. It could be when they're young. It could be when they're older. But that happens and you see the change in a person. Like, oh yeah, they not playing now.
But on a serious note,
I mean,
you had your best friend testified against you, right? So as a growing man, how did you learn to trust again? You learn new circles, you meet new people, but how can your mentality be like, yo, I can fuck with them, I trust them?
I think just that journey. I mean, like I was in there and then I had to let it go. Like, plus I'm looking for a blessing, a miracle, and I got it. Like, even though I knew the law and I knew what they did, you know, I'm not gonna lie and say, you know, like, you know, faith without works is dead. So I was in there doing my due diligence. I knew the law. I knew I had an ace in the hole. I'm glad that's why I went to trial. I knew off the rip they broke the law. Like I knew that off the rip. I'm like, oh, they violated. Like they try to frame me like I'm hell no. Like, so I knew that. Plus, obviously, with faith, I mean, anything could have happened. I literally had 27 in life. I went to trial. Like, everyone testified against me. I went to trial.
I was there.
Could you
I was
befriend
there
him
when
again?
they
He was
read
dead. He was
there.
dead. He was dead. Me and him been like day
I was in
one.
the courtroom.
But
Can you befriend him again?
no, I forgive him.
I mean, but put out there that we was young. Y'all was young.
All right, nah, we wasn't though. We wasn't that young. We was in our 20s, and he was in the field. He was in the field before me. He
I get
came
it,
up.
but y'all just said
ain't no
y'all trying to teach
But like I
us
said,
and stir the pot, right?
I know, and you heard what I said, right?
So
I
hold
forgive
on.
him.
I hear you.
I do forgive him.
But when Ink said, "Oh yeah, they play basketball with the community," you said, "There's people make mistakes."
That's absolutely.
So him as your best friend, why can't it be seen like, yo, it was a mistake, learning journey?
So with that comes making amends, right? For it to be a mistake. So like I did 13. I've been home 5.
Only 5?
Yeah. So what do I need to be cool with? He ain't never reach out to me. It ain't like that.
That's
It's
all your
over.
life, your whole.
Yeah, I know. So I forgive him.
Okay.
And because I was looking for forgiveness, like I said, I wanted, you know what I'm saying? So I let that go. I still know some of his family that I'm cool with.
Yeah, we still talk to
Yeah,
him.
I'm still cool with some
Why
of
do
his
you say
family.
we a lot? Did y'all do this
Yeah,
together?
no, because
No,
I
but
grew up,
we've been there.
we've been
Okay.
together. He was
That
there
same
with
person,
me.
we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
together.
He was
Like,
with me.
when he was
But this
catching
is a
He
big,
dope
wasn't part of that
friendship.
case, but I mean, he
I
was
wasn't part of
a
the
friend
case,
with
but
me
we
coming
was
to-
still there.
He was part
But
of
this is
my
dope
life.
because y'all
Yeah.
talking about young to young.
Yeah.
Y'all 40s. That's
And that's
fire.
the thing, we're both from Queens, but he's from Left Rack. I'm from Cena Boulevard, Flushing, and we both moved. We didn't know each other then.
Yeah, I don't know.
When we moved, like with same ages, moved out to
Our
845
families
area. Our
moved us out
families
there.
moved us out there
That's
young,
what's
same age group.
And then y'all
We
met up.
sold
and-
drugs
Again,
together.
so it was destined.
Me and him used to bump heads like
All the time.
crazy.
Who
like,
won?
Nah, it never went. What?
Here we go.
Because they like they right. They gotta know that brown skin is winning. Let's talk
Here
about
we
it.
go with the colorism.
No G money shit over here.
Oh, wait.
Crazy. Nah,
So-
listen.
You did 13 years, and I know you said you was in and out. You did shorter stints. How did it affect your family?
Oh, tremendously bad. That was crazy.
Shout out to both our mothers.
All
who been
those
there
are the
longest.
winners.
Yeah.
Like my family, I had great family support.
Shout
Love
out
my
to you,
family.
mommy.
It was bad though, well, especially my case was high profile, so
Okay.
it was really bad. Like news was at my crib and all that.
I mean, for y'all to be out, well, for you to be out for 5 years, how long you was out?
Well, I've been out since 2019.
Oh, wow.
So I'm
when I came
I'm
out.
assume I'm
Yeah,
I'm
but that was
only
when I had finished out like my parole time. I did a violation and
Right.
then maxed out. Yeah,
so I'm only assuming y'all don't got no kids.
No, I do.
He do. I don't though.
I mean, he got 3 wives. 3 wives.
I forgot about that.
Somebody was getting
What
knocked
about
up
you?
in
No
the
kids?
I
conjugal.
got no kids yet.
How you feel about that?
Yeah, I get a little regret sometimes, but then sometimes I deal with my nieces and I be like, I don't know. Sometimes
I mean, I feel like all men want a legacy.
No, I do. You know what I mean? And guess what? It ain't never too late.
It's fire.
Get you a young chick and
So-
start shooting up the club the good way.
I want to go back to what you were saying, to coming home from that and then transition to a relationship, transitioning into that. So I did that. I was like, so I had I was married 3 times.
Thrice.
My last wife,
Light skin shit.
my last wife, which was my son's mother, right?
Why you said was this past since is she still alive?
No, she is still alive. I'm saying
Okay.
she's not my wife no more.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
So, my ex-wife.
Okay. Perfect.
So I came home. So I was like, I'm not. She left me. So I was like, oh, this is great. I'm like, I got 2 years. I'm riding. I'm good. You know, like, I did the last like a year. That little change was the only time I was low.
That's
I
that
was like
saucy
blessed. I ain't gonna lie, I
shit.
was blessed. I feel like
Blessed.
you know what I mean by that. Like people play a part in your life for seasons, reasons, and lifetimes. That's real. Like
That is.
so, I didn't beg no one to. How could I do that 3 times? You know,
Because you wanted your dick sucked in jail.
No, but I'm saying, how could I force? How could I do that? How can I do that? That's not me. That's not like me just meeting people. These is old joints. They just know that they know my worth. They know they had faith with me. Like I
know
told them
that
I was
dick.
coming home. You think they? I know they probably didn't believe it. That's why they bounced. And then like poof, now I'm here and it's like ha.
How would you gotta think
Imagine.
about it? They probably was reminiscing and just like, yo, fuck
so-
it, nigga, I marry you. Let's go.
But but I say I'm still blessed though. Shout out to all of them, everybody, because they still held me down. It still held the purpose.
Okay.
It got me through. And so anyway, so coming home, I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna get in a relationship. Oh man, I came home and I met somebody and
It's over.
It was a wrap.
Gave up that prison
right?
dick.
It was a wrap.
I ain't letting you
But-
go.
Just giving up the sauce.
But I jumped. It moved too fast. Like I just did all that time. It moved too quick. But I was with. We were together 4.5 years. We just broke up.
Oh wow.
Wow, yeah,
Like
because you only
almost
been home 5 years.
So we just broke up like
You miss her?
7 months, like 7 months ago, huh?
You miss her?
Of course. But we still
come get
talk
your
though.
man.
No. We,
Come get your man.
we're not in that realm, you know.
She from the Bronx?
No.
I was about
She
to
from
say, we know
Middletown.
why he with you.
He said
Yeah,
she from
she is.
She from Middletown.
Yeah, she is.
Big
That one
845.
But anyway, so
Anywho.
back to what I'm saying about transition. Yeah, that's rough. So that is definitely rough because I shouldn't have did that. Like I should have stuck to what I said. Like because I said I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm coming home focused. I got things to do. Source Nation, you know. So I came home with me coming up with Source Nation and doing all that in prison. Like I was trying to say, they tried to lock me up and try to say I tried to start a gang. Like in prison, they tried to lock me up.
I was
Because
gonna
of
say
Soul
that, yeah, because
Yeah.
some movement.
It got bad. No,
It can
really.
be
It
that
got
way.
really. Listen, and I promise you, when this thing gets trending and gets more recognition, all of my associates, that's what they call my original associates from the years when I started that in prison. It was thousands of dudes. This is not like a few. I'm talking about thousands of guys that was all talking source. Officers too, and the staff, nurses, college teachers, everybody that came across me knew about Source Nation. And I had all of them talking that talk Source, even when I wasn't around. And they was like, yo, you better write that down. I was like, wait, what? I didn't even know what to write. Next thing I know, because I was just talking. But once I put the pen to the paper, I went crazy. And I got like a whole dictionary, and it's called Sourceology. It's the study of source. I am the master sourceologist.
So what's
it's a source
Alfredo?
god. Huh?
What's Alfredo?
Alfredo sauce is like smooth. So when I say what's spelling, so you can either say everything's. It depends on so many responses. You can say if everything's really good, you would say everything's ragu, and it's spelled RAGOOH, like ragu, like ragu. Everything's really good, like it's ragu. But everything's like cool. Everything's all right. Everything's smooth. Everything's Alfredo. What's spelling? Everything Alfredo. Top of the pie. How you feeling? What you got stirring up? Let's talk sauce.
Light skin
So
shit.
there's
I
so
like
many.
it,
There's so
though.
many responses. It's a template, man. It's and the thing amazing
So
about
what
it
you
is-
got over there, dog skin? What's your
Listen,
lingo?
I'm not thinking about the
It's
sauces.
Mr.
like,
Business.
Yeah.
It's sauce.
This is the business, but this is the opportunity for y'all to get a piece.
Y'all about to bottle,
but look,
bottle
this
up
is-
some sauce.
Something
This
else
is-
I learned.
This
He
is-
got the gift to gab.
This is what we
He got
got.
the
That was a
motherfucking
blessing though
gift
to
to
me, I
gab.
think, because I feel like I was actually this is real, and what I was saying about my associates, I'm telling you, when this gets known, they're gonna start rising up. Watch, they're gonna be like, nah, I was there. This is a fact. I'm not capping. This really happened. Like, it really happened. Anyway, so I beat the ticket. That even made it even bigger. They tried to put me gave me a tier 3 ticket. Dudes that have been in prison know what that is. Tier 3 ticket is the worst ticket you could get. And the purpose that it served was, it did bring unity. Like, I'm in there in an environment where it's really segregated.
Okay.
So you got, Hispanics and the Muslims and like it is, dudes everyone knows each other, but it's segregated for the most part. I used to walk around by myself, what I'm saying, coming from I was in college and all that. So I used to be walking, top of the pot, like maybe the one gang would be together talking their lingo. I walk through, top of the pot sauce, what's up, you getting that bread sauce later? That's like working out. You getting that bread sauce later? Yeah, like it would change people's moods. People were smiling. I started noticing every time people talk sauce, they smiling like, we in prison. And I had young guys coming up to me asking me, about what's a pot. I want to plan. I want to build something. I tell them, go to school, get your GED. So things like that. That's the purpose it served, and that's why I came home with it. So I want to spread that lingo because it brings. When you talk sauce, it does something. It's like talking positive. It manifests good things. So
that's fire.
Spreading your sauce.
Spread the sauce.
Keep stirring.
Y'all heard it here. I feel like he got all the sauce.
Appreciate that. Sauceologist. You got it too. So the thing about all y'all, you hear me, I say Sauce Nation? Mm-hmm. Now that you know the true meaning of sauce, you're Sauce Nation already. Yeah, it's a movement. So you're Sauce Nation.
You that balsamic vinegar.
Talk sauce, y'all.
Vinegar? You hear this cause she right.
Vinegar.
You heard
she know it. Nah, vinegar's like insulting, like no salt. They ain't throw no salt in vinegar.
Yeah.
She got that. She know that. She's
splashing. What's you?
Me?
Yeah.
Hot sauce?
Nah, she's
spicy sauce.
I could be Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper,
Spicy,
Scotch bonnet.
Spicy.
Anywho,
she ate one though.
Or a jerk sauce, yeah.
Jerk sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for all this sauce he been spitting, he needs to get on the next segment.
Tell him.
Of Supreme Flow.
Oh, okay.
You ready for this?
You could do something.
Hey, grab them headphones over there. So, the Sauce God is gonna spit on Supreme Flow, but you have a challenge.
What's the challenge?
The challenge is
you have to incorporate.
Nah, let's talk about it. Ready for that?
I'm ready for that.
Come on and sauce me in.
Let me see. Now let's talk about it. Nah, matter of fact, let's talk sauce about it. Bad relationship, you better walk about it. When you got money in your pocket and it's falling at it, I bet you she be like, nah, let's talk about it. It's my pot, you just trying to get some sauce about it. I used to cook up and try to get a Porsche about it. Instead I got the cuffs and a lot of time from the courts about it. Keep stirring, I got the streets purring. You don't see the big picture, your screen's blurring. Live sauce, that's the life I'm preferring. I used to shoot, now I coast the shooters, I'm Steve Curran. Hold up, let's talk about it. Remember I was telling dudes that they don't walk about it. When I'm around, they walk around it. I hold dudes accountable. Nah, you can't just walk around it. You can't avoid nothing, dawg, let's talk about it. I'm splashing sauce around it, no hating. Ain't no debating, no timing, this ain't no waiting. We keep stirring, that means we keep working. We keep working and keep flirting and trying to be a better version, a better person of yourself. We can talk about it, but matter of fact, still sauce about it. When the wet floor signs is up, you better walk around it. You might slip and fall around it. Let's just talk about it. And this is all off the top, just like the lid off the pot. And when you cooking up, come on. Let me keep going. Hold on, let me keep going. Keep stirring, I got the streets purring. You don't see the big picture, that mean your screen blurring. I live sauce, that's the lifestyle I'm preferring. I used to shoot, now I coast the shooters, I'm Steve Curran. Yeah, we speak sauce and y'all don't even talk it yet. You just a raw noodle cause you ain't hit the water yet. Or use a dry meatball, you can't absorb it yet. You got the menu, you ain't even placed your order yet. They all starstruck, how I keep my bars up. How I came out the cell but still got my bars up. How I got no batteries in my back and I'm charged up. How I stay fresh and I still ain't washed up. Sauce up on my real rice joint force. Keep winning at all costs, avoid loss. Mommy stole me head and tail, no coin toss. And niggas acting all salty, soy sauce. Let's talk about it.
Yo,
you heard the sauce guy.
Appreciate y'all. Sauce Nation, man. Keep stirring. We're here.
God, y'all heard it here. You went off just now.
Appreciate that.
Nah, let's talk about that.
That's light. That's the lingo.
That was fire.
I like that.
Appreciate that.
But yeah, come on over here, Mr. Business.
Yeah.
Y'all heard it here. Big shout out to Big Business Music Group.
Always.
Source
Appreciate y'all having us.
Nation.
Definitely.
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate y'all having us.
Absolutely. I would like to
Appreciate that.
give a special shout out to my co-host Ink. Y'all already know I'm the host, Ashley. But special thanks for coming out to our show.
Appreciate
Mr.
y'all.
Business, the Source God.
Right.
Y'all heard it here. Until next time.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Talk sauce or walk off, y'all.
Oh.